Hello to those who have came to this reading. Before I show you these stones, I'm gonna still warn you again in the next pile that you're gonna click on. This is only for people who have a history who you're actually in a relationship with. I don't want to be reading for some delusional people, okay? Because sometimes I have to get after y'all for being delusional. It's not something, it's actually very rare, but I'm just saying. None of this hypothetical, oh, but like, let me try to ask if we have been together for 2 years, then what we, no. Do it right now. Act on it. Anyways, this can be part one. Part two. Three. Four. And then five. Hello to those who have chosen pile one. There's going to be three little sections. They're probably going to go by very quickly. So first thing I'm saying in this first section, I'm channeling that song by the Black Eyed Peas. Fergie's like, I know how to make them stop and stare at us all now. The club can't even handle me right now. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. So this first section is going to tell you, is both of y'all gonna marry each other? And to preface, this is not for delusional people. If you somehow know of a psychic contract and if you're asking ahead of time, I understand. But some people are not in the know and they'll be asking about if they're gonna marry the idol or whatever, and I just don't want this channel to be about that unrealistic shit. I don't want to be reading that. But the moon card, I'm gonna tell you the situation. Is this playing out right now or is this eventually gonna play out? This person is going to eventually or wants to get married with you. For a while, like for a few years, they're going to be brewing with this in the back of their mind. And then I'm not surprised if they're even going to ask you, right? But the question I'm going to ask you about one, please think, because sometimes we think that we know what we want when we really don't know what we want, because we're just thinking with our DICK or our kitty. Do you just like this person because of the sex? That's what I'm asking you, because this person is showing up as someone who does have marriage on the brain and they're seeing like a long-term life with you. They like the pros and the cons that come with you, like they don't mind. But for you, you're more in the moment and you're not thinking long-term. So that's why it's kind of odd that you're coming to this reading, because I'm not even surprised if you even think you're thinking long-term. Like, what do you mean? Like, we've been together for this amount of time and yeah, we may have good sex, but I still love other qualities about this you're lying to yourself. You're really lying to yourself. I think if you was to get in a hermit mode, tell this person, you know what, I need a month break to myself. I need to find myself. You would not only come out a changed person because you went up finding out stuff about yourself that you didn't even realize you even wanted. But then by the time you come out as a new person and you come back with this person, you're gonna want someone new. Or you're just not gonna want them. So if anything, this reading is warning you to not marry them. But they're going to want to marry you. It's kind of a very, I would say, murky situation because it's kind of depressing tone, but it is what it is, pile one, and I'm warning you. Why did you choose this one pile out of all these other 5 piles, right? Yeah, and then the Page of Cups is reiterating that you're claiming to outsiders, you're claiming even to this person that this is what you want. You're claiming to society, which means that you're probably posting it all over social media. You're actively letting others know verbally or through text, like, oh, they're the one, it's just a show for you. I'm not even surprised here with the Page of Cups. This is an internet couple. Like, y'all have a couple page and you love the image of y'all, but honestly, you don't love this person. Which is sad because if you can't even identify that pile one, that means that you don't love yourself. That's why, once again, if you go off for like a month, hermit mode, by yourself, continue with the kids and the job, that just makes sense. Or if y'all married right now, that'll suck more because you'll just be like, look, I want a break. We can talk cordially about the kids or about the chores, blah, blah, but I just need time for myself, and I'm not interested in anyone. I just need time for myself to find myself. Girl, that's gonna be even harder detaching from this person, especially if you're already in a marriage with them. Yeah. Because I'm not even surprised if that's even the case, because this is in reverse to sideways. Page Cups in first because you're already deep in it. Like, you're in deep shit. Or at least to society, you are. I'm just warning you, this is not the end all be all. Okay, there's still two more to go. Please listen, especially if over 2 year kind of relationship with this person. This next section is gonna be, will y'all have a family with this person? I feel like whoever came to this pile does want kids. If y'all are gay, right? Adoption or, little puppies, that's who y'all consider kids. Once again, it's in reverse because I'm not surprised if you already got kids with them, already have little puppies with them, little goldfish with them. I don't care, whatever you call your kids. Person went along with it. Not only do they want to satisfy you and your desire, right, for motherhood, I guess, they actually love with you. They're actually in love with you. And this is showing once again that they're in love with your flaws. But you're in love with the perfect image. You're not in love with them. It's so sad. Someone else can replace them and even do a better job. I'm sorry, especially like you're just seeing things very surface level. There's no depth to your perception and your connection. I'm not saying there was no depth whenever it first started, but this is what it's culminated to. It hasn't been checked because this person thinks everything's fine, and I feel so bad for them. Honestly, I feel so bad for them. This is probably going to blindside them, probably going to scar them, trust issues, and weakening connections. Whenever we're supposed to leave, we both learn our lessons with each other because we're just mirrors. Okay? I'm not trying to say this person, it isn't all their fault. Okay? Because technically, they did overlook many red flags and they still are. We'll forever do that if you forever enable this perfect image you'll have to society. But it's in reverse, girl. You're deep in it, and Spirit's not surprised if you still keep on with it even after this reading. Now, last section is going to be, what will be the outcome of your spiritual contract? The Ace of Pentacles was announcing the Two of Cups. With the Ace of Pentacles, karmic propensity has already been building up because y'all have still stayed together. Once again, y'all honestly are not perfect counterparts. Y'all was meant to actually settle down with other people. And this is all coming out in reverse, and the only card that's upright is in Tower. Why is that? Because you both have kept this going for way too long. Or you both are about to keep this going for way too long. Especially if there's children or puppies, whatever involved. Spirit's looking down on both of you and worry. They're worried that you both may not learn the lesson and move on from one another to choose different lives. Whatever lifestyle y'all live in right now, I'm not surprised if one of y'all has a career change after all of this, but that would have never been facilitated if y'all had never left each other, because y'all are meant to live two different lives, be two different people. Because if you're really are gonna go through the career change, because it seemed like you're the one that really needed the soul searching. You enter this connection kind of broken. Whenever you're in a relationship with someone, you want to be in a relationship with someone who is full and who is whole in themselves, who knows themselves, who's analyzed all their flaws and trying to work on them. But you enter the relationship not knowing how to do any of those or some of those skills that I just mentioned. With the Two of Cups, I'm not surprised if whatever you call your children are seeing it coming from a mile away, y'all's divorce or y'all's separation, then you too. So let's say if y'all only have pets, half of the pets prefer one person, half of the pets prefer the other person, you get me? Or all the pets prefer one person. All pets can't get along with both of the partners, like that's a sign. With the children, I'm not surprised if they make backhanded comments or if y'all have heard them talk to themselves. What you two have is not love. It's not love in the movies. Like, I'm not surprised if they end up accidentally making comments like that and y'all take it as backhanded comments, but I feel like they're just simply observing things like, well, why don't y'all do this and do that? Or all this lovey-dovey stuff that Tracy's parents do. Y'all are like, oh, but like we're happy. We don't have to do that. We're just different. But no, like y'all keep on giving them excuses and they're kind of seeing right through it. But they're not outright telling y'all that y'all should separate or divorce or find new people because they don't know better. With the Tower card, I was getting the message 2 more years and then the time's up. Probably saying in 2 more years, this connection is gonna have to break apart. But that's if y'all let it drag on for that long. And I'm not surprised if y'all are being super stubborn throughout this whole process and allowing it to drag on. Just know y'all are wasting y'all's time, dragging it on. I'm so sorry, it's probably very hard to hear, to be honest. The Ten of Cups, I'm getting the analogy of an energy egregore. For example, Jesus, the energy egregore, Allah is an energy egregore. Even an anime character is an energy egregore. Whenever we get into connections, we create an energy egregore. So y'all's has already dissipated spiritually. Yeah, which is pretty bad. One thing I will get that relates to this is I recently found out whenever a person's time is coming for them to meet their death, I will say it will take up to 3 years for their spirit guides to fully leave them. So it can be at the max 3 years without their spirit guide, or it will be the day right before they die. So I don't know, it just matters. That's why y'all's energy egregore is kind of just gone. Because y'all is not meant to continue y'all's connection together. And I'm not surprised if one or both of you tried to have psychics or tried to have a witch try to reverse this, try to go against fate on how this is going to happen. I'm not surprised if y'all fight this tooth and nail. I'm not surprised when it's not meant to be. It is so much easier allowing fate to play out in the far future, in years to come. You both of y'all are gonna be happy with the separate lifestyles y'all are living with separate people, rather than living it all out and realizing whenever you're both like 80, I should have left this man a long time ago. I was warned so many times. Why did I waste my life with this person? You know, that's such a horrible life. You wanna say yes to that karmic lesson? You want to just continue living it, or do you want to overcome it? I feel like I'm scolding you, but also y'all are probably like 2 times my age or even older, because this is deep in it. Like, y'all's already married. So what I'm getting, a lot of y'all collected that clicked on this. So good luck to y'all. Feel like I scolded you enough. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose Sam Hall 2. Okay, will you marry this person? With the Hangman in reverse, spirits asking you to have more patience and wait to collect more information about this connection. With it being in reverse, I think you have overstanded, understanded, you know the saying, like you have really analyzed this person. Maybe you, but it's mainly this person. You have a good understanding of what morals does this person have. Is this person flaky? What are this person's intentions? What are their bad habits? What are the good traits about this person? Spirit saying it's a matter of time. It's one thing to put in the effort to understand another person, but it's another to wait to see if you two are meant to be. Honestly, this don't even got to do with compatibility, because at this point, if you're putting in this amount of work, I assume, especially with 2 majors coming out, they are also doing the same thing. So it's a matter of wait and freaking see if y'all is meant to be. For all you know, y'all both can be soulmates, but is y'all meant to marry in this life? Also, okay, sorry, I did not explain this. There's going to be 3 different sections. This first one is, will you marry this person? Like, why did I burp? Not even surprised if y'all still in the talking stage. It's funny because you'd think coming to this pick a card, you're going to get a yes or a no. In this specific option, it's like you're kind of asking way too early. It's not even kind of, you are. Continue to see if y'all's personalities can congeal. Because for all I know, maybe you is getting very happy and giving kind of like golden retriever energy in regards to this connection. You really think this is the one, or this is like your ideal type. Let's say if you did a manifestation board, like this person is basically the carbon copy of it, but they're still saying to wait. Odds are that can technically be a no. They're saying that you're popping the question way too early, or you're expecting them to pop the question way too early. Honestly, with the Devil card, Spirit's saying you're meant to explore your options, and you're putting all your money in one basket. You get me? Or putting all your money represent your time and patience. I see this going different ways. I'm gonna just talk in channel like possible scenarios. You're doing most of the giving in the relationship. You're the one that kind of gives a fuck about the title, while this person is exploring their options and they're taking it slow, which is spirit saying that's the correct, healthy approach. You're over idealized or really over fantasizing about the potential of y'all's connection, and spirits warning you, you're gonna fall flat in your face, stuck in a connection that you wish you could have enjoyed your time alone. And by the time you get swept on your feet and you get in an actual relationship with this person, you're gonna realize the hard work it takes to be in this kind of connection. Because with the devil in reverse is you binding yourself to a connection that you think takes a lot of work. You looking back and wishing that the you now would have taken it slow and would have taken their time to look at more options. Now, is it because you're gonna have regrets being with this person? You're gonna feel stuck in a situation? Maybe. Especially if y'all have been together for years and you're wondering if this person's going to pop the question or you've been insinuating. Odds are, if you've been insinuating, they're planning to ask you. But now, if you're coming to this reading, it's spirits telling you no, you shouldn't be with this person. You deserve someone who is on the same vibrational frequency as you, and this person isn't. But you can't see that because you have rose colored glasses whenever it comes to this person. And if you really objectively look on y'all's connection together, if y'all end it, you'll realize made so much sacrifices for this connection, and this person did little to almost anything in comparison of what you've done. Now, also with the devil, maybe it's not even this person's fault. Maybe this person's got a bunch of wounds that they need to heal, but that's not your responsibility to fix them. Okay? Do you want to forever be a parent all your life, including to a grown man or a grown woman? This is more of a positive answer if you is just entering a relationship. If y'all have been together for a minute, to be honest, this is a no, and this is saying to look for all your options. Technically, Spirit's not telling you no. Spirit's just trying to guide you to the answer. Spirit don't want to outright say no. Now, maybe is your spirit team like they don't want to hear your feelings or something, or maybe because you can't take this answer? Maybe. So the answer is it's up to you. I'm blunt, and I like to talk to myself blunt, and I prefer the straightforward yes or no. I'm saying hypothetically, the answer is no, but they want you to come to that conclusion. That's why they want you to take the steps. So this next section is going to be, will you have a family with this person? First sayings I channeled was get out of here, and then the next one was broke. Like not like broke, like broke with attitude. No, you won't have a child with this person, or any dogs, or animals, or pets. It's simply not meant to be. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the universe has written out y'all two's connection in that. I'm gonna give an example. For me, I have RH negative, which means that my blood type is negative. I have to worry about if my partner has positive, about my immune system attacking the baby. This is what it's giving. It's giving like the universe has set it up to where, let's say if you have RH negative and then this person has positive, and you don't even know that you're even pregnant, and you end up realizing by the time you miscarriage that you had a baby this whole time. And even if you did take care of yourself, even if you even knew the baby's gonna miscarriage, I am so sorry. I don't want you to go through this trauma. But I'm just warning you, this is one specific instance to where spirit does not want you to have any sort of children together, to create any sort of family. Let's say you want to adopt a pet and then y'all try to apply for like a loan because it's an expensive pet and y'all don't get approved. And it's really odd because you both have really good credit scores and it's like, what is going on? It's not meant to be. This next section is what will be the outcome of y'all's spiritual contract together. With the Eight of Pentacles, Spirit's letting me know that you're a very brainy, analytical person. This person wants what they can have. They're driven by materialism and they don't want that taken away from them. So that already sounds probably like a moral quandary you can possibly have because I'm not gonna lie, especially with spirit wanting to have you realize that it's not meant for you. You know yourself in and out, and odds are you do have a spiritual approach towards life. So I can see you having a moral quandary with that. But that's really not the point. I was just meant to understand like y'all's personalities. If you continue to stay with this person, there will be a lot of separations and accusations of divorce. So both of y'all leveraging, because I see you going just as low as them. Both of y'all leveraging, divorcing each other if the other doesn't agree with something or keeps on bringing up something. It feels like an unhealthy connection on your end, but for them, this is all they've known. This person's past, you should already know about it. It should be no secret. They grew up in a dysfunctional environment or in an environment where people just nurtured them hardcore and they don't know what is respect. What should they tolerate and what should you tolerate? So, because they can't even see that in themselves, they can't even give that for you. They can't give you the emotional nourishment that you deserve. So, it's you constantly feeling stuck in the connection, not knowing what to do because this person can't compromise because they don't have the ability to. Honestly, it feels like the emotional maturity, there's a huge gap. So now it's reaching, because I was reading the whole Eight of Pentacles, so now it's reaching her head, and Spirit's asking you, who are going to get deep in it to be honest, why did you think you deserved this kind of connection? Why did you not seek other options? Now this is you regretting. What about yourself you got to work on to change things from like here on forward? As you follow your internal guidance system, I'm getting you're going to repel all opportunities and walk away with the Knight of Wands. Now, is this linked with business? I don't even know, but it could be, especially with that saying. You're going to leave happy that you're not stuck in a situation that worried you about yourself and the others around you. And this person will be in awe as you're leaving, stuck in what they've already become. Now, is they gonna look into themselves and want to change? Who knows? But I really feel like in this lifetime, y'all is not meant to come back together after this. So I hope you can get out of this feeling of being stuck. There's always hope. Hotlines. There are people who are willing to help you. Organizations that you can reach out to that can help you with shelter. I can see, even though this is just a general tarot reading, how there could be the few out there y'all is in an abusive situation. I'm sorry you was stuck in that. You're not stupid because clearly you came out as very level-headed and rational. It might be embarrassing, but you gotta put your ego aside and do what's best for you. Okay. So that's all I have for you, pal, too. I really wish you the best. I hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who've chosen pile 3. I understand a lot of y'all have things to do. This is probably one of the many pick cards you're maybe even clicking, even if you use intuitively guided to come to this channel and click this very pile. Not gonna want to do it, but I'm telling you, I am telling you. Your spirit guides want you to listen to this song. It's called Poe Man's Dream. Poe, like Poe, and it's by Kendrick Lamar. Because as soon as I turned these over, that's what came up. Usually, I don't like to throw people into music and like force them to listen to lyrics. So just know, like, why is Naomi forcing you to do? Because there's something in that song that you need to apply critically to whatever I'm about to tell you. Spirit's telling me that you're very wise. You have a lot of information on your fingertips. This also could be like scholastically. You've got a lot of degrees. You're very rich in the spiritual arts. You have quite a bit of skill sets that set you apart. You see why I'm burping? Because I think it's true. With that in mind, this first section is going to be, will you marry this person? The answer is, it's up to you how this plays out. I'm teetering more towards a no because you're teetering more towards a no. Like, I feel like with Hangman, I'm literally in your thought process, and it's very straightforward. There's more likely chance that this won't work out than it will. At least in this current moment, you have a very pessimistic stance on relating to this connection. But it's understandable why in Spirit's eyes. And I'm not gonna lie, they're not even telling me to tell you to change it. Like, that's just it. Because once again, you're wise. You know how to utilize the little crumbs of information you get. Obviously, you're very intuitive, so I don't even think you're even wrong. Will you marry this person? You don't even think you will marry this person. At this point, though, maybe in the past you thought, but I'm really getting Paul Man's song or dream. I forgot what it said from the Seven of Swords. Your dreams, passions, and goals are what set you apart from priorities. This person doesn't understand the method behind your madness, but mainly like the reason why you go after stuff. They're confused about where you're at in the connection. They try to piss you off to get you to notice them, but that's it. This is such a weird reading. It's like if instead of will you marry this person, this whole section was on how do y'all feel about each other, which is strange. And I didn't even get a yes or a no, but I think it's because you're so tuned in. You don't need a yes or a no because, like, you clicking this will know that this is a general reading. So the general answer won't answer the specific predicament I'm in. This reading is just matching your vibe on that and your nuanced perspective. This next section is going to be will they have a family with this person, which is you? Will you have a family with this person? I'm getting Paul Man's dream from the Four of Swords, getting that lyric from Sis, and she's like, why you bother me when you know you don't like me or you know you don't want me? Yeah, this card's coming up as your person. They're trying to get more information on you. This would be odd if y'all have been together for a long time because why do they still not know you? That could be a red flag on you in that you don't expose too much. Like you don't like to show all your cards. Like why are you being so defensive in a relationship if you was like that? But this would make sense if this is new in, like 3 years or less in. But this person is trying to gather more information and their ultimate answer to this question, which is, will y'all have a family together, is not yet. For some reason, if this relationship does last long enough to the point where this person or you're asking, will y'all have a family together, you're already be in the process to leave this person and leave this connection behind, go towards someone else. Honestly, that's it. I'm so used to gleaning. Like these both sections was 2 cards, but I'm so used to constantly channeling a shitload of information, but this is very oddly straightforward. So this next section is what will be the outcome of y'all's spiritual contract. I was getting the Seven of Pentacles is what you're not looking at currently. I'm getting Paul Man's Stream from the Hierophant card. Technically, you can say the Devil and the Hierophant coming out and what will be the outcome of y'all's spiritual contract. A typical reader would say that means marriage, like obviously, especially with the Ace of Cups right there, but I'm reading this intuitively. With the Hierophant, you're meant to start a family with someone else. Spirit's warning you soon you're meant to start a family. So be careful with this information because you can self-sabotage. So what that means is the one for you is right around the corner, probably right after the fresh out of this connection. 6 of Swords. This person does not want to let you go. At this point, probably by the time you leave this person is going to know themselves in and out. And then now they're open to understanding how you work because before they was trying to find the method to the madness, but they never could because they didn't truly know themselves. So then now at this point, I think by the time you cut it off or you abruptly leave them, they're going to feel this connection was just about to be at its peak or this connection was just about to transform into the next level. And now all 3 decides to leave. So yeah, they're just mourning your loss there. With the Ace of Cups, you don't know how to handle this information. So when the one comes in, this is a totally different person, a new person at that. You're not going to know what to do. So you're not going to know how to process it. That's why I'm kind of scared of you self-sabotaging and making this beginning longer than necessary. And then they're saying, don't approach them so nicely and stop being so naive. Whoever you're meant to be with, they're not going to congeal well with your communication style, especially in the beginning. That's why I think Spirit doesn't want you to sugarcoat any information towards them. And they want you to fully embrace who you is as a person. So don't hold back yourself. Whenever you enter a connection, watering yourself down, the expectation is now you're going to always have to water yourself down. So don't set yourself up for failure like that. The person that you're meant to be with, they already have a plan. Was it that Spirit didn't want y'all to meet until they got their career together? Is this about them having a premonition about you and trying to prepare for that? I don't know. But honestly, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the plan's working. It's been working. And it is going to work because they're going to meet you. So odds are they don't see you approaching them coming. You don't have to approach them, but you end up showing up in the same vicinity. Then what this person does, well, any chance they have, they will use it to the fullest extent. So that's what they'll do with you. I feel bad, low-key, because with the devil, whoever you're in a connection with right now, whoever you're asking about, will I marry? They think you never see them trying is enough. If anything, it disgusts you more the more that they would try to work on themselves, try their best to get your attention, try to be nice to you, like be romantic. Gestures is never enough for you. But with the devil, they still want to continue working on the relationship. They want to earn your love for them. But what this person doesn't see coming is like the one is gonna be a little third party and it's just not gonna happen again. And the timing is perfection, to be honest, because honestly, I'm not surprised if you would have gone back with whoever this first person was. So that's all I had for you. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who have chosen pile 4. This reading is going to be separated into 3 different sections. This first one you're looking at is, will you marry this person? This one's gonna tell you, will y'all have a family with this person? And then the last one is, what will be the outcome of y'all's spiritual contract? I will say in the second part, you have a family with this person. Have you ever like punched a wall or like punched something real hard and your knuckle just inflames and it is hurting? That's how my middle finger knuckle felt when I was shuffling to get this card. So I was like, what up? And I didn't find an answer. I asked Spirit, which interpretation should I be intuitively guided to tell pile 4s? And it was about like injuring the middle finger. There was this person said that the middle finger is associated with Saturn. The right hand, which is my dominant hand, deals with things like of the current or like right now, the qualities that I'm currently embodying, while the left part is the passive. Hurting it could mean you're having a blockage with that particular area with the Saturn realm of themes. I'm thinking there could be issues that could start up if you was to ever have a family with this person, because isn't that like not a good planet? Like besides Venus, like isn't that not a good planet to have a blockage in Saturn whenever it comes to a marriage? I'm just saying that just to get it out there for you. So now I'm gonna start interpreting these. With the 6 of Cups, yes, you are going to marry this person. Give me a high five. Why should you give me a high five? Because literally all of these have been no. This is the one for you. Came from centuries before, and y'all have married each other previous times. Y'all's a beautiful couple here with the Queen of Wands. You both are in sync and with it. I just saw an orb. Nothing is ordinary with you two. That being said, I am intuitively getting this could be a polyamorous situation. So either you two are open to sleeping with other people outside of y'all's commitment, but at the end of the day you two come back to each other, or there could be in the far future, you wanting to add in other people, wanting multiple wives or multiple husbands. I'm in the western part of the world in America where it's usually just monogamous, but I can see how you're from other cultures where y'all is okay with that. Life is just better with the other person. The feminine's in. She feels pampered and nourished in all parts, aspects of life. Life is bolstered because the other person is there to take care of them, love them, the way that they deserve to be loved. Maybe in the past this is an issue that this feminine had. I said head because I'm starting to get a headache because I'm talking about that on my right side, so maybe that could be relevant. On the masculines end, they want to be devoted and a good lover for the feminine. They don't ever want to take a break with the feminine, so with that in mind, if y'all for some reason have separations or to have like a break in y'all's connection, it would be initiated by the feminine because this masculine is very head over heels in love with the feminine. So yeah, just a really unique connection. Ironically, even though I feel like the stuff I'm describing is not unique, it's very beautiful. Y'all's if the temperance very good at bouncing ideas back from one another. No one gets you like how the other one gets you. But yeah, that's it. Very straightforward answer. So this next section, like how I told you, is gonna be will y'all have a family together? Oh, that's not the best card. I'm warning you, y'all is meant to be, but I feel bad because if y'all start a family together, there will be a lot of breakups and makeup. This could turn the connection into something more of like a dark fantasy kind of vibe. Y'all will probably look back and reminisce on how beautiful the connection was before y'all want to start a family. Keep in mind, starting a family can be adding animals, adding children, having to take care of the other person's sibling, having to take care of the other siblings' mom or dad because they're starting to get old. And once again, with my middle finger, it's gone. But let me just show you my middle finger. Okay, look in the middle of the knuckle. Do you see how it's like a little red? It's just a little red. It was inflamed. Like it felt like it was pounding. Like as if I just was done beating the out of someone. It really is supposed to represent like a blockage with that. And sadly, in this lifetime, I feel bad, but familial matters. If in y'all's family, if you add more than just the other person, like it's not gonna work out. You know how I said y'all can be open marriage or want to have multiple wives or multiple husbands. Y'all can still do that. Pursuing matrimony with another person is not gonna work. Like, it's gonna bring out this Nine of Swords energy too. But to consider another person that's considered a boyfriend or a girlfriend and it doesn't raise the title and you don't put an actual label on it, it's fine. But I'm warning you about this connection because I'm not surprised if y'all end up having to learn the hard way, even though this reading is telling you. So, this last one is what will be the outcome of y'all's spiritual contract? Once again, with the judgment in reverse, y'all are going to have amazing matrimony together. Luck is going to be on y'all's side if y'all literally pursue marriage in y'all's careers. Both of you elevate each other's look, or the other person has like connections, or somehow is able to create connections that help you out, help you create opportunities in your career field. But this feels lucky. Y'all don't even know people yet, but in the grocery store, you start hitting it up with like conversation with one person. They so happen to be in the career field, or other partners in. On top of that, they're like, you know what? I really like you, Bob. Or I'll give your partner a talk and like we'll see if there's any business avenues that'll be open to pursuing. This is what a true matrimony is supposed to be. Naturally uplifting each other. Like, even I'm not surprised in y'all's astrological charts, it shows massive abundance and wealth with you both being together. Sometimes people think they gotta rough it out for like years and years and years. Honestly, a marriage is supposed to seamlessly come together. Like, it's supposed to be serendipitous. Even if y'all end up having breaks or separations, because no marriage is perfect. At the end of the day, you both come back more whole and more strong, having more assured acceptance like, yeah, this person is the one for me and I'm meant to be the best version of myself for this person. It really is what feels like this is gonna come about, this connection. So beautiful and gorgeous. The Knight of Cups in reverse, I did talk about money with a judgment. I do see random instances, it's not random, where you both are accusing each other of lying about your assets and your money. But with it being in reverse, it's not founded. This is coming from you assuming an unscrupulous nature about the other partner, and this is you both having this kind of fear. It's actually just projection. Probably one person's gonna start it, but because of that, the other person's gonna embody that fear. Like, you know what? Like, you're probably just projecting. Like, what is you hiding? When it either can be explained rationally, like through bank statements, or the assumptions being made is just it's like too grandeur. People assuming the worst in the other person when it's not actually even like that. So be careful with that. But with that being said, it's still a lesson you both gotta learn with each other, okay? That's one of the big obstacles you're gotta overcome, is to handle things maturely in regards to money and believe when the other person says something with the Knight of Cups. It's not too far off to assume this accusation didn't come out of thin air. It's been building and building, so catch yourself, even if you're accusing the other person, you could also be inadvertently exhibiting behavior that the other person can deem as, you know what, that is shady too. It's just negativity building on negativity on such a beautiful bright connection. With the Ace of Swords, it's coming out again, this harmony between you, kind of even unspoken. In the example I was getting, there's dishes to wash. The other partner's like, oh, I really have to go to work. Bye. That's all. There was no I love you. It's just bye. And then the other partner's like, okay. So then they're washing dishes, doing other things. And then the other partner comes back and it's like, I am so exhausted from job. Blah, blah, blah. So then they start complaining. But then right after they're done complaining, they do acts of service for the other partner naturally. Like they're not even told to. It's just, oh, like let me give you a massage. Like let me massage your feet. Like how was your day? How was your day? Like I'm talking too much about me. Y'all's communication styles are so seamless to the point where it's like intuitive. And it feels like a connection handmade for each other. Like you both was handmade for each other. I don't know how to say that correctly. You both was made for one another. There you go. I'm so grateful to have done such a positive reading. Please dislike, comment, subscribe. Consider yourself lucky because probably almost all the other piles is going to say no. I don't know about the next one, okay? Bye. Hello to those who have came to the last pile, pile 5. Your reading is very interesting and different from the rest. This always happens with the last pile. It has a little twist. For some reason, I kept on accidentally saying pile 6 instead of pile 5. There's no pile 6. But the reason why I'm saying that is maybe for you real intuitive people out there. Whenever I'm called to listen to a pick a card, sometimes I intuitively download first what pile I'm supposed to watch, and then Spirit was like, they were supposed to do another pile, or they were supposed to do 2 more piles, but they didn't. Maybe that's what you got when you clicked on this, so maybe this is another sign that you're supposed to watch as this will resonate. This first one was supposed to be, will you marry whoever you was asking about? But instead, the question I ended up asking was, who is the person you're going to marry? Whatever I'm describing aligns with the person that you're currently asking about, then it's them. But if it's someone else, then it's someone else. You would know. Like if I have not met this person, I just have an intuitive feeling about that, then it's correct. The overall theme of this first thing when it comes to who you're going to marry next is the word flawed. The Queen represents agony, while the Seven of Swords represents prosperity. Well, we'll get into it, what that even means, because that's kind of the antithesis of the technical meaning of most of these cards. Also, the Queen and the Six of Cups came out in this first section in the last pile, and that was a yes. So I'm wondering if those two are coming out right now to represent that it's going to be a yes, or if you have to also watch pile 4 for more context. With the Stars card, whoever you're going to marry, you have out of the whim or just on the whim chance of getting to know this person. Whoever you're about to marry, or whoever you're going to marry, you don't know them yet, or you have just met them. And this is not through people, this is by circumstantial stuff. A phrase I got over here with the Seven of Swords was, evidence doesn't exist. Then I'm going to tell you, why is you trying so hard to suck up to someone who's not even giving to you? Because the Seven of Swords, I don't think I have to elaborate on what is the tarot meaning of that, because I'm sure y'all know, but it's not good. It's like sneaky stuff. Why did that card represent prosperity? You need to turn the other cheek and look the other way for better opportunities, because whoever you're being stuck on right now, which odds are is the person that you're asking about, this is not your dream partner. This is not even how your dream partner will even treat you. I think you're in for a rude awakening in what you even deserve. I don't think you've ever been treated properly in a connection. With the Queen of Wands, I'm actually getting the vibes. You're LGBTQ, or that's the kind of lifestyle you're meant to live out with whoever you're meant to be with, like the one. Whoever you're meant to be with, you're meant to make waves, you're meant to stand up for justice. Like, y'all will go on rallies, y'all will make fundraisers to spread awareness about very harsh issues. You both is not afraid to speak up on matters that are affecting the masses. These little details I'm giving here on the bottom is not at all how your connection is with whoever the Seven of Swords with, which is, I think, who you're asking about. Having the gift of a child is a blessing from spirit, right? Whether you adopt them, whether they're your half child, I really do see a nurturing quality to you that is going to be satisfied with whoever this star person is. I don't even think it's a star. I don't even think they're even Aquarius. I just think it's just someone you have no idea. You have not even met them. You're not meant to meet them yet. But don't be afraid. I can see how you're kind of settling for what's coming to you. You know how females have to worry about eggs, and as you get older, theoretically, your eggs was, yes, less useful than they was like 2 years ago, and this whole time you have not fertilized the egg. As the time is ticking, how functionable is this egg now? Like, it's gonna get even worse the next time, but the next time, like, this feels like you're in your late 20s or in your 30s and you're worried about this topic, and that's why spirit's letting you know the right one will come, and don't worry about starting a family too late. But I really feel like even though I'm telling you this, it's not going to settle your worries at all, because that's what's fueling this, but you don't even realize. But once you stop worrying about this, it's the time in your life when I don't know what they have to do to throw stuff at you to make you realize maybe I'm not even meant to have a kid right now. God don't want me to have a kid. Maybe I'm meant to do something else. Like, you're meant to totally not focus on motherhood, fatherhood, and just look at something else completely differently. And once that happens, that's whenever the one is going to come in. You're not even going to see it coming. Okay, so next section is going to be, will you have a family with the person you was asking about? I don't think this is about the one. Yes, you want a family with them. You want to have children with them. So with the Hangman, I want to say it can be a yes, but I think it is going to be a yes because you're settling. But I'm warning you, but you're still not going to listen to me because you are a paranoid little fuck. You reap what you sow, okay? I understand the biological need to constantly want to have a child, but God is literally telling you through this reading, it's not going to work. Like, you're trying to cover up something. Instead of actually wanting a child, like wanting to love them, this and that, you're just masking wounds. And you don't even realize it. Like, you really think you want a child just to love it. You really think. But if you really got to know yourself, if you stopped thinking so much about biology, about having a kid, about raising it, you can't be a good parent if you don't even know yourself. Because how can you set up a good example for your child? And to me, with the Hangman, you're really thinking, what do you mean, Naomi? Like, what do you mean? Like, you're just a young little girl. Like, you don't know anything about life. Da-da-da. Well, why is God telling me to tell you this? If you have that biased perspective where you think age represents superiority, then you got it all wrong. You really do, and you have to reevaluate your spiritual perspective on life. Because I can see how you think that our status, it has gumption to it. When honestly, status is just a title. God can take it away from you like this. You can learn so much from a little 5-year-old. And it's so funny. I'm like in my 20s, but they help see you a different perspective on life. I'm able to learn from children, you supposed to, and I don't think you will be able to learn from your child. Because there's this complex you have where you think you need a guide. You need to have the ultimate saying. Keep in mind, I'm not against giving your child consequences. I understand that your child is clearly not always right. Like, they don't know better. They're just entering life. There's a phrase, a good teacher knows when to be a good student. And you need to learn from that. At this rate, you're going to start a family prematurely and you're going to have regrets. Not about the child or the children. It's about the partner you chose, the way you view life, the way you're raising your child. How do I even fix that? You have ego work to do. This does not feel ironically like dark shadow work. I will say, I will give you, you have worked through a lot of your traumas. I hope I did my best to relay that. I can see how another reader who's more experienced can relay that message better. These two is what will be the outcome of y'all's spiritual connection. So choose the first card or the second card. Okay, I'll start here with the first one. I'm getting the phrase chaos and joy. You're being happy, you're doing the heavy lifting, the connection. So then you're thinking about kids. But then the idea of kids, which is on the bottom, it's disappearing. You're looking at your partner and you're like, what is he even doing? Like, you're analyzing, will they even be a fit partner for children? And this is you becoming skeptical of this person being a viable candidate to pursue marriage in. But this is only showing the skepticism. Now, will you do something about it or not? Because I'm not surprised with the 501s if you just dwell in that. If you dwell in that for a long time before doing something. And this way too, it's really giving like you're real stubborn. Because this whole time you've been stubborn, especially if you chose the first pile, you're stubborn. You don't know when to give up or when to bend. Like when to let go of the wheel and let God take the wheel. And truly humble yourself. I personally don't like giving myself love readings because even though I feel like I'm unbiased, I still feel like there's still a little there where I want to hear it's this person, or I want to hear good things, or I want to hear everything's going my way. But when I unabashedly let down my ego and truly channel spirit, I most of the time hear stuff I don't like, but it's facts. You need to learn how to do that. It would have been more specific, but I guess since this is a general reading, that's why it's not going to specific. So now I'm going to get into the second part. No, mamas, these are not great cards. You will have a family with this person. Keep in mind, you chose two different cards, which means that this outcome is tailoring more towards your energies. This person that you're asking about, who isn't the one, by the way, is actually going to be a great father or mother to the offspring. I do only see one child. Now, a child can represent a lizard, it can represent your brother, it can represent a mom or a dad, like you literally having to parent another parent. But it feels like it goes both ways where you both love to care for the child and you both are putting the same amount of effort. Spirit keeps on saying, pull back and watch the way this person treats y'all's child. Because there's more to see out of it. This is the same thing with this first outcome where it's not telling you the outcome of y'all's spiritual contract. It's just talking about a moment in time in y'all's connection in the future. Okay, that's all I have for you. This is kind of confusing. I really feel like at this point I'm at in spirituality, I'm not advanced enough to give you the most helpful message. Even though I feel like I am mature to help you out, you really need some personal help like this, but this is a little more than a counselor. The divine, for example, let's say in the pick of cards and stuff, whenever it deals with this person, you need to go to someone that's even more advanced than I am at currently. Maybe in the future I could be more advanced for you, like a year or two, but you need to watch also. Okay, maybe this is a message for spirit. You need to watch how you consume your content. There are just a lot of readers that sell their services, give out free content that honestly they have no idea what the they're talking about. All they know is the literal definition of the tower and also the tower reverse and the 501s and the 5, like they've mastered that, but they have not a lick of intuition. So spirit's warning you, you're regurgitating content. You're following people that spirit would not approve of for you to hear their message. Now, is that even me? I don't know. If your spirit team needs you to regurgitate content from a high vibing person, odds are you're probably even more advanced than me. I feel like people who come to my channel are less spiritually advanced or as spiritually advanced, but you can only learn so much from me. If I lose a subscriber, oh well. But I'm just being honest here with this last one, okay? So please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye.